If you've been playing around with vegan and eggless baking and you're completely overwhelmed with all the options out there available to replace eggs in a recipe, you're in the right place. Today I'm going to be testing out 3 of the most common egg replacements out there in the same cake recipe to see which one works out the best. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, and if this is your first time here, hi, I'm Natalia Lima, owner and founder of Curious Cat Bakery. And before I was feeding thousands of people the best desserts they've ever had that just happened to be vegan, I was another clueless vegan, googling recipes and eating a lot of really bad dry cake. And now that I've cracked the code, I find it my mission to not only feed you, but teach you how you can do the same. So if you want to know how to bake delicious things that definitely don't taste vegan, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you get notified every time a new video comes out. So you may have already watched another video where I tried 3 different egg replacements on a box cake. Now I'll put the link in the description below for that if you haven't, but the main point of that video is that we had some interesting results. Oh, the chia egg, not a good look. Crunchy. Always something you want in your cake. But does it just taste kind of meh? Isn't it sweet? Yeah, really sweet. Now in that experiment, the just egg was definitely the best one, but there are a ton of other options out there to replace eggs in a recipe. So today I'm trying out 3 other ones: a flax egg, vegan yogurt, and aquafaba. So let's get started. So for this experiment, instead of a box cake, I am making my grandmother's chocolate cake recipe that I grew up eating. I know exactly what it's supposed to taste like, and it has 3 eggs in the recipe. So first off, let's do the flax egg. Now 1 egg is equal to 1 tablespoon of ground flax seeds mixed with 3 tablespoons of water. So we're going to mix them, let them sit for 5 to 10 minutes. And when you get this kind of gooey, egg white-ish texture, you add it to the recipe as your egg substitute. Now this recipe called for all of the ingredients to go in the blender. Problem is, first experiment with the flax egg, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but the blender actually started smoking because it was such a thick batter. So I wasn't about to test out the limits of my blender on this, so from now on, I'm gonna be using a bowl. So the second type of egg replacement that I'm trying is the vegan yogurt. I'm using Kite Hill's almond milk unflavored yogurt, and the internet tells me that 1/4 of a cup equals 1 egg, so I'm using 3/4 of a cup on this recipe. And as you can see, it was also a pretty thick batter on this one with the yogurt. Then lastly, we're gonna do the aquafaba. Now, I've turned aquafaba into a lot of different things. You've seen me do double cream and mousse. I'll put the links to those recipes in the description below, but I never tried using it as an egg replacement, so I was really excited about it. Now first, I chilled the chickpea can in the fridge for about 20 minutes. It always helps to just make that water even thicker. And then 3 tablespoons of aquafaba are supposedly the same as 1 egg, so I use 9 tablespoons. Now while we wait for those cakes to bake, I want to know, is this your first time baking without eggs? Have you been doing this for a while and still confused? Let me know in the comments below where in the stage of vegan baking you are so that I can help you even more in the future. Okay, now let's get to the fun part and actually taste these cakes. The first one I'm trying is the flax egg. Now the first thing that I noticed is that it's definitely doesn't have the same height as the other ones. It didn't grow as much, which is one of the reasons why I don't like the flax egg. Also, like cutting out this one piece was a challenge. Like the whole thing was just falling apart. But structural issues aside, like let's talk about taste here. I mean, looks wise, if you ignore the fact that it's not as tall and it's a little crumbly, a lot of crumbly, you know, it looks the part. It looks like a chocolate cake. So let's actually try it now. Like I can't even keep it on the fork. It's just so crumbly. Like I can't cut out a piece. And that's what I remember. The original with eggs was definitely more moist. Like I would be able to cut a whole piece on a fork and not have it crumble into pieces, but you know. Okay, so taste-wise, it tastes fine. There's no aftertaste or anything like that, but the texture is just off. Like I said, when I cut it, it's not as moist. It feels dry. And also, it feels like I'm eating a fork full of crumbs. Like, it's not coming together as an actual cake, and that's a bit of a problem for me. So the yogurt is definitely more structurally sound than the flax egg. Is not as crumbly, looks the part, looks like a chocolate cake. So it does look like something funky is going on in the middle though. Like, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there's like some weird, there's like a weird line going down the middle here. I don't know. Let's just try it and see what's happening. Something's off. There's like a chalky aftertaste. Like, the actual taste is just off. And it's like glued to my mouth. Like, I need a glass of water. Let's get to a glass of water now, please. Aquafaba. And you can clearly see that there's like some funkiness going on over here. Not sure what this is. Why we have different colors and what that actually means. It's not as crumbly. It's a little crumbly, but not as crumbly as the flax egg. It's the tallest of the bunch, which was surprising to me, because I just thought this was gonna be a hot mess, to be honest. I thought it would be pretty much like adding water to a recipe, and it was just going to be a liquidy mess. But I was surprised we got that much height out here. Like, that's pretty impressive. So let's just taste it now. Yeah, it's still a little dry, man. I'm gonna take like this other piece. It's still dry. There's no aftertaste like the yogurt had, so that's good. It's too dry. All three options were decent options, except for the yogurt. I would definitely skip the yogurt. Out of these three options, I would say the aquafaba was the best one. But to be honest, I'm not crazy about either of them. I would say the just egg from the original experiment was better than all these three. None of these were as moist as the original was with the 3 eggs. That is not to say that you can't make a cake without eggs that isn't moist. It just means that these 3 guys aren't your answer. I hope this helped you, and if you're new to vegan baking, I know how hard it can be in the beginning. It can be daunting. So that's why I put together my top 10 tips for successful vegan baking. You can download it for free. I'll put the link in the description below. You just click on it, you put in your email, it gets delivered right to your inbox. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys here next Tuesday at 11 a.m. with a new video. Until then, you might want to watch this video that I referred to in the top, where I tried 3 different egg replacements on a box cake, or this one where I made another cake with a different kind of egg replacement. That's actually my favorite. I'll talk to you soon. Stay curious. That's not good. Today I'm gonna be and this is not good. I feel like the so you may have already watched another video where I tried. So you may have watched another. One egg is 3. No. Now 1 egg is equal 1 ground spoon. Now 1 egg is equal 1 tablespoon of ground flax seeds. Now first I chilled the. Okay, so the first one I'm trying is the. Okay, so the first one I'm trying. Okay. Nope. No.